Any embedded design that loses power, that could lose power for any situation, you've got a risk of losing data.
Yeah. Hi, it's Eamon with ipXchange. We're at the Logic Technology booth talking with Thom from Tuxera because the lighting is a little bit better for their demo. And so this is quite an innovative product. It's a file management system, is that correct?
It's correct. It's a file system for embedded memory.
Okay.
And what it's designed to do here is to never lose data during power interruption. And that's what our demonstration here is showing today. So I've got on the left here the FAT file system, which is a pretty standard file system running on FreeRTOS or others. Over here on the right, this is Reliance Edge. And what will happen here, I have to reach up to do this, when we interrupt the power, the FAT file system will show corruption every time, because what it's doing is overwriting the file in place. Reliance Edge is designed kind of like a database. It doesn't ever overwrite what's already there. We work from what's known as the known good state of the media, and then only write to a working state.
Okay.
Which means if the power is lost, we revert to the previous known good state. We don't have to do a check disk or any sort of cleanup. It's always there. So no matter how many times I interrupt the power, while it's writing, I will always have either the previous session or the next one, depending on how far it got while it was doing its work.
Oh, excellent. So obviously this is a very interesting take on making sure, I guess, the performance is at its best for the end product.
Correct.
So what do you reckon would be the sweet spot for a design, if a design engineer was making a type of product that would integrate this? What's kind of the sweet spot of product, do you reckon?
So really, any embedded design that loses power, and frankly nowadays that's any embedded design.
Okay.
Even embedded designs that sit on main power. I was in Hawaii the other day getting a meal, and the power was lost. All the cash registers, everything went down. When the power came back, someone had blue screens of death. It's just inherent that we're going to start losing power more and more nowadays. So any embedded design that loses power, that could lose power for any situation, you've got a risk of losing data.
Yeah.
And that's really important to avoid.
So this is actually a very wide-ranging application.
Absolutely.
Cool. So if a design engineer was working on one of many devices and they wanted to try out this system in place, what would be the best way about trying out? Are these development boards, evaluation boards itself?
Yeah, so these are STM 32F7s.
Okay.
This is a very modular product. It can be done on several different hardware platforms or software platforms. These happen to be running FreeRTOS, but in reality, this same technology is available on Linux, on Wind River VxWorks, on Zephyr, on other smaller OSs as well.
Cool. So would you point them to a specific way to evaluate it, or would you say just take our product, use it in your own design to begin with while you're evaluating?
Yeah, exactly. So you can reach out to us. We provide a free evaluation. Our evaluation agreement also acts as an NDA. So that way I, the technical product manager, could hear more about what you're trying to do with your design and perhaps even give you other suggestions about how to help out.
Oh, excellent. So a very streamlined solution for when you're in that development process. You don't have to worry about giving too much of the game away.
Exactly, correct.
Oh, good. So usually at the end of these type of interviews, it's a very interesting one. I like to ask about the show in general. So obviously we're at Embedded World, one of the biggest shows in Europe throughout the year. So how are you finding it on this occasion?
Embedded World's really recovered considerably from COVID. I found that this year it was back to about like 2019, really. So quite a good amount of traffic here, nice. Yeah. And I've had some great conversations, which is really, really refreshing. Next year it's going to be in April, so it might be even warmer outside. That'll be kind of nice.
Nice. I mean, we have already had snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Well, thank you, Thom. It's pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
And we look forward to writing a bit more about these devices and other Tuxera devices in the future.
Excellent. Thank you.
So that was a cool chat with Tuxera, quite a different solution. So if you've got an embedded application that deals with media and you don't want a blue screen of death, probably one to look into.